Developers should read books. I'm a big believer in that, especially because looking at certain developers' blogs or portfolio websites, you can just see that they've never even cracked a book before. They're just committing egregious literary sins. But it's not that easy for some people who are so logical minded and have ADHD to get into reading. I don't know if I have ADHD or not, but for me, reading physical books on paper is not that easy. It's not because I'm dyslexic. It's just I don't like to hold still, and I keep rereading the same things because my thoughts are wandering. But audiobooks for me are clutch. If you're one of those people who thinks audiobooks don't count as reading, then blind people, anyone with a visual impairment, they're illiterate, that's mean, and it's not true. Getting audiobooks is not always the easiest thing. Everyone first kind of goes to Audible, the Amazon derivative, but that's a terrible idea. That company sucks. First of all, I don't want to pay to own an audiobook because I'm not going to listen to it multiple times. Even if it's really good, I'm not trying to do that because I'll get bored. And then they have this they say they have a collection of Audible exclusives, but they're just all the dregs of the publishing industry. They're the worst books. They're just romance. It's just the cheapest paperback shit. You don't want any of it. Spotify is another way you can get audiobooks. They give you 20 listening hours a month, I think, on the base plan, but that's also kind of stupid because they don't have everything, and it's weird to measure your time in hours. Just say 2 audiobooks. I know they do that because they want you to run out of hours midway through a book and then have to buy more, but it's just capitalism destroying itself. The real way to do it is through an app called Libby, which connects to local libraries. You need a library card. I know, pretty shocking. But you can actually get 10 different library cards if you're smart about it, and then you'll have a lot more holding power, and the collections will be a lot bigger. And you do have to wait in line to get these books, and it's kind of like they're pretending they're physical copies, which is really stupid. I don't know why. It's probably some arcane publishing industry rights thing where they can only distribute one virtual copy per physical copy. It's annoying, but as long as you do it correctly in a stream, you'll always have a new audiobook. The way I choose what books I listen to, mostly I just let my mom choose for me because she's more tapped into the literary world than I am as a programmer. But if you don't have a mom like that, honestly, I just sort by what's available, what's popular. Check it out, honestly. I've listened to everything from self-help, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Michelle Obama's books, to any kind of, literally anything. I'll listen to it no matter what it is. And I was doing that a lot when I was working minimum wage jobs. I would just listen to audiobooks for 8 hours a day, put it on multiple times speed. You can get through a lot of them, or put them on 1 time speed and just ponder them more deeply. That might be the better move. Or when you're exercising, you can listen to them. It's just a great way to be more well-read. Self-help books, kind of appealing to someone who would watch a channel like this, but I'd warn you that a lot of them are more bloatware than you'd think. Atomic Habits is a classic one, and a lot of them just have a bunch of redundant examples and could be boiled way down, and you're a little bit wasting your time. Not totally, but they're kind of designed for laymen, and they have a lot of fluff techniques. For instance, one is in How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale says something "This piece of advice is so crucial, I'll repeat it for you again," and then proceeds to say something again, which is not only are you repeating your thing, which is redundant, you're saying that you're gonna repeat the thing, which is dull. It's a masterclass in filling a book with air. So just watch out for those. If you want any recommendations, Donna Tartt, The Secret History is really good, and The Goldfinch is really good. I love her writing. Yeah, that's about it. I think don't worry so much about what you're reading. Just read a good amount of stuff. It helps make you a more well-balanced person and programmer. Mainly person. It doesn't help that much with programming in my experience. And also one more thing is there's a lot of terrible books out there. Once you start to read more, you'll realize that certain authors, just because someone wrote a book doesn't mean they're smarter and can expand your horizons. It doesn't mean they're better than you and know more than you. And if you're listening to a book or reading a book and you get halfway into it and you're well, this author isn't really adding anything to my life, you don't have to finish the book just because they wrote the book. Just get rid of it and move on to the next thing. yeah, kind of off topic video today. Hopefully you enjoyed it and got something out of it.